What is up? Good morning, party people. Coming to you live from the Foothills, Colorado. I'm Sean Murphy. This is Altitude Living, where I walk you through the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes to be hitting the Foothills market just west of the greater Denver metro area. Talking about all those areas that you know, love, and you care and cherish. Talking about Blackhawk, Bailey, Idaho Springs, Conifer, Evergreen, Golden, Morrison, Idledale, Kittredge, all the way up to Netherland. We got your back. So we go from the least expensive to the most expensive. And since I am the best damn mountain real estate agent in the world, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the areas, the proximity to shopping, stuff to know. If the property looks wonky, it looks like on the north side of the hill, and you're built for vampires because you're never going to see the light of day in the wintertime because the mountain's going to block the sun. I'm going to let you know that. But we have a technical term is gigantamundo. We have a gigantamundo list today. We have 97 homes that hit the market. Is it time? When does the real estate market pick up? Ladies and gentlemen, it is Memorial Weekend. Here we go. We have we're going all the way up to 3.495 over in Blackhawk, which means it's gonna be boasting agents. We love to say boasting 120 acres over there, but that's not where we start. We start at the least expensive, and then we climb. So as you guys are jumping on, do me a favor. Let me know who's here. Where are you watching from? Let me share my screen. Our first property. So we're not going to go through all of these, of course, because that would be a 6-hour video for me to hit all 97 of them. So I'm going to pick like one out of every four along the way here. And we got a couple in Idaho Springs. Interesting. We're going to pick like one out of every four. We're going to be here about 2 hours. And you guys feel free to jump in and chop it up with me. Our first least expensive home of the month of the week is going to be 1716 Virginia Street over in Idaho Springs. Now, Idaho Springs, a unique, fun little area with some walkability, cool mountain town. Some things to know about these properties is, as you can see, this staircase. You typically have limited backyard. And you're at the back, you're right up by Virginia Canyon there. So right off across from the Argo mine. But Minor Street is right here. That's where all the shoppings and restaurants are. In the summer, they shut it down for vehicle traffic, so it's pedestrian only. So like a little outdoor hang, a whole bunch of patios, stuff like that. But 375, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,128 square feet. What's it missing? It's missing a garage. Cool, that is the downtown. That fence is super purple. Argo Mine over there too. I just did a video on them. They're putting a gondola up to the top of the mountain. Cool. So typically, yeah, there typically is a road up behind you that you could park on, or you're going to park right in front there. That is kind of the sticking point with these homes is parking is super limited though. This one is being brought to you by. Oops, where'd my list go? Being brought to you by Joshua Spinner of Clear Creek Realty Colorado LLC. They're asking 375,000. 153 Sawmill Lane is being listed by Deborah Abeda. They are asking 375,000 over in Idaho Springs. Rocky Mountain Village Estates. This is 55 plus community. They have one of their 2 bedroom, 1 bath units being available for 380,000. This camera looking at me. I got my morning Joe. So I have last night's Red Bull still here. I got Zins here. I got a cigar in case I want a cigar. I'm fully prepared to chill and hang out with you guys. This one on Rocky Mountain Estates is going to be listed by the Tuppers team. They're asking 380,000. 70 Silver Springs Road being listed by Jessica Quant of Legacy Realty Group LLC. They are asking 415,000. You go check this one out. IRL. They have an open house 11 to 2. I will dive into this next one. Dive into this next one back in looks like downtown Idaho Springs again. Looks cute. Not much to it. 881 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. They're asking 425. Let's check it out. Okay, so you're down at the end of Minor Street, which means you got a little bit of road noise there, kind of backing to the highway. Down the road here at the Gold Diggers, they're putting in, forget how many, like 300 apartment units right here. And then you got the new rec center going in right here. So you're not too far from the festivities, but you are going to hear that highway noise behind you. Cool. Okay. Carport. I guess we would call that like zero escaping. Not much maintenance needed. This is a home. Ooh, this coffee is stronger than I normally do. Little things like that, though. The agents, they will never show you how close this is in proximity to that highway, but I will. I'm going to call it out. You see something, you say something. I only do that for these videos. Outside of this video, I see something, I'm probably not going to say something because I ain't no snitch. Cool. Looks, I mean, cute, charmer. If you just need to get a mountain home with the backyard that looks like you could, a blank canvas, that's what we call that. Okay. Okay, so you're not gonna see the highway, so it's over the fence there. You'll still hear it over the top of it, but cool. This one is being brought to you by Melissa Bailey of United Real Estate. They are asking 425. You got a lot of sleepy heads still in bed this morning. It was slow come up to get on the channel this morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome for jumping on. Those that have jumped on. 163 Smoky Rock. That smells like a drug habit. Smoky Rock. You want to smoke that rock? Smoky Rock Road going to be listed by Stephanie Duncan of the Colorado Scene Realty. They are asking 425,000. Looks good. Back in Bailey, probably back in like Harris Park neighborhood, I'm guessing. Yep. 341 High Street is being listed by Frank G. Gar of Remax Professionals. Two bedroom, one bath, 1,134 square feet. Just trying to look at this siding, see what was going on with this. Just looks like it had a bigger window at one point. I don't know. but they're asking 439, 341. Super unique price there. Let's list it at 439,341 dollars. That's when you're just like using a price per square foot or something like that. Dude, Idaho Springs. Everyone, why is everybody leaving Idaho Springs? I got another Idaho Springs one here. We're gonna bop into this one and we're gonna dive into the next one. This is 159 Virginia Canyon Road, being listed by Charles Sparks of Remax. Cool. They're asking 495, and we're gonna dive into this next one. I know it seems like I'm going quickly through a bunch of these. However, we have 97 homes that hit the market this week, so we got to go every four we'll dive deep into. Let's check this one out. This is 810 Minor Street. That's Miner. I'm sorry. Yeah, ER, not OR, you creeps. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,584 square footer. See where we're at. All right, so not far. The other listing was just down the way here a little bit. So, um, real close to Minor Street. Not far from. Is this across the street from the construction? I've seen a couple of these people that. Yeah, okay. So they're putting apartments, I think, up to 8th Avenue here. So this is all apartments. So I'm seeing some of these folks up here sound like this home's for sale. I mean, I guess the apartment building's going right across from them. But I'm like, to me, it's not that big of a deal. If anything, having a big building here is going to just block any of the highway noise from hitting you. So I don't know if this is a trend of people on Minor Street not liking that they're building those apartment buildings over there. There's supposed to be some like retail space and stuff like that under there. I think it's a I think it's a win for the area, but who knows? All right, that's where we're at. Oh, this is cute. Okay, okay. It's a charmer. I mean, these are old houses, so I'm gonna guess this one 1910 is when this house was built. Don't have a ton of room between houses, but that's how they did it back in the 1910s. They built houses, you could pretty much reach out and touch your neighbor there. But I have a house similar to this in Idaho Springs, and I'll be bumping music and I'm getting it going. And I ask my neighbor, I'm like, let me know if I'm too loud. He's like, dude, I never hear you. I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm getting after it. I like that green sea foam. So here's a example. Don't see a garage, right? So again, your alley parking here, no garage, and that is like when you get a property that has a backyard and a garage and a driveway in Idaho Springs. I mean, that's when you really struck gold. This one is being brought to you by Sandra Pennell of Keller Williams Foothills Realty. They're asking 510,000. Finally, somebody's chiming in. What is up? Good morning, Rick. Rick and Jackie throwing down Hudson Valley. Welcome. We got a big gangster list this week. We have like 97 homes on the list. So it's going to feel like I'm just blazing through these, not diving in, but I'm going basically going to hit on every fourth one. And again, if you guys are new to the channel, we do this every week. But if you want to take a deep dive into looking at all these properties in all their glory at your own pace. You don't want to go Sean Mountain Murphy's pace. You can go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, and Mosey, do your thing. Do your thing, girl. All right. 4888 Silver Spruce Lane, Unit 51 is being listed by Cynthia Martinez at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Elevated Living RE, and they are asking 510,000. Little little townhome just south of the Evergreen Lake there. Tony Thorpe loves selling these Central City. It's almost like he is the official agent for these Central City townhomes. He's now listing 692 Lewis Drive, Lewis or Lois, Central City, asking 515,000. That's Tony Thorpe with Crocker Realty. Anything dope going on in Hudson Valley for Memorial Week? What are you guys getting into? We have another everyone's selling on. You want a deal in Idaho Springs right now? I mean, everything is going up. This one's got terrible photos. Terrible, and they're down by the end there. What is happening? Does the town know something I don't know? Anyway, we're not diving deep into this one, but this is a two-bedroom, one bathroom, 822 square footer. Looks like it does have the detached garage, and they're putting a nice price point on that. Asking price is 545. Open house to tomorrow from 12 to 4. All right, we'll go into this one. I got a request to go look at this one. So I know all about this one. All right, this is 617 Hummingbird Trail. And if you guys follow me, I usually like throw up a lot of my home tours when I'm out and about showing them. So if you guys want to see this one IRL on IG, go follow me at RockyMountainMurph.com. Rocky Mountain Murph, always talking shit. This is 617 Hummingbird Trail. It is a three bedroom, two bath, 1,645 square footer. Now, this is going to be back up Idaho Springs area, or I'm sorry, Fall River Road area. So Fall River Road goes back up to St. Mary's area. If you know St. Mary's Glacier, then you know this road. Long Wand, you are about halfway up the hill here. Now, you're probably 10 minutes to get back down out to I-70. So you are kind of on an island by yourself. But what's nice about this property, a couple things. I mean, other than the switchback driveways, if you can handle that, but it is south facing, so you will get plenty of sunshine hitting this property, so that this drive won't be nearly as bad. And you're up out of the canyon a little bit because sometimes the canyon over here, like these houses, with the big steep hill across the street, they might not get as much sunshine, especially in the winter. So this one looks cool. You are pretty much at the top of the hill. I don't know who owns this one. So south facing, top of the hill. Will feel there's only like four people up the road. So, but your acreage is I would not call that super usable. Okay, so it's a doggy and me. I'm reading your comment, Rick. So it's a doggy and me 5K. Like you guys are running together. It's not you're going to get a doggy and a 5K for you, right? Not no new dog, right? Cool. So yeah, there you go. Nice my peak. So that's what I mean. You're up out of the bottom of the canyon high enough that you'll get plenty of sunshine, but you are on a hill. You are on a mountain. Oh, they only have 10 photos here? Well, that is what I have for you. Look, wide open spaces, nice tongue and groove. It'd be super quiet back in there. There you have it. That is 617 Hummingbird Trail being brought to you by Sean Modry of Keller Williams Advantage Realty. I know him. Um, Open house 10 to 2 today. Mark Cruz of Remax is listing 28669 Mountain View Road. This is over in Green Valley neighborhood, and they are selling this bad boy for, it's not what I meant to do, for 550,000. Open house today, 12 to 3. Come and get it. I actually don't even know where Green Valley neighborhood is. I haven't heard of that. Okay. Yeah, small little neighborhood just past Aspen Park before Kings Valley. Cool. Nice. Nice. My dog is so old. Oh, you met D'Artagnan. Like, he's so old. Like, even walking, I have to walk slow for him. He's just an old man. Cool. All right, we'll just bop into this one. This is Tiffany and Christie team of Remax, 26063 Morris Avenue, open house today. This is right back Aspen Park area. 550,000 is what they're asking for this open house, 12 to 2. Some ranch style living. That is, what color is that house? Looks like crayfish red or sienna. Is that even a word? This is 1269 Roland Road. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,976 square footer with the views back in Bailey. Cool. They're asking 555,000, and who is asking? It's David Peter Smith with Choice Property Brokers LTD. I'm gonna try to go camping tonight for the first night. This is how I have to camp because the realtor going into the weekends. Like, I don't know how busy my weekend is gonna be, but then I get moments like this. Okay, I get this video, and then I have a few showings up until 4 o'clock, and I don't have anything tomorrow morning, so I could throw everything in the car, drive half an hour, go find a sweet camp spot, and post up there during the evening. But it's very hard to be like plan weeks ahead because of my schedule. All right, this is our next listing over in Cold Creek Canyon, being listed by Melissa Miller. A cute little 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,352 square footer. This is asking price is 570. It looks good, looks cute. It ain't big. Oh boy, let's just pause. It's a big boy. That's a bigger boy. And this is a wee little, oh, whoa. You got a bobcat back in there. You could barely see it. All right, my favorite photos of the week is this one here. I haven't seen a bobcat. I haven't seen a mountain lion. I've lived here for 17 years. That's my favorite of the mountain critters. All right, way to sell the wildlife. Cool. I dig it. All right, that's 11798 Ridge Road being listed for 570. There's all kinds of stuff going on for Memorial Weekend. We are getting into that time of year where it's almost too much. There's almost sometimes too much going on in Colorado. I was talking because we had a thunderstorm the other day. And I was like, yes, I love a thunderstorm, especially in the summer. You're going to appreciate a thunderstorm, like stay in day so much because Colorado summers are so freaking nice all the time. And sometimes you just like, you need to be inside, you need to be doing work, but like it's so freaking nice outside. You have to get outside. And it's hard in the summer out here to like plan events, if you want to get like all your friends together in the summer, it's super impossible because this person's going whitewater rafting, this person's going on a mountain bike trip, these people are going camping somewhere else, and you at a wedding. It's just like I think that's typical that people are busier during the summers, but in Colorado even more so. Everyone's got their little niche thing that they're doing on the weekends. So for Memorial Weekend, I'm going up to Twin Lakes to hang out. So I'll be I'll be shooting live with you guys next weekend there. But a lot of the mountain towns will have little parades and events, and all the businesses open up, and they'll usually have something going on, like a little street fair. So super cool. There's a lot to do. All right, we've got this Bailey 137 Bobcat Trail. They love those garage doors. It's weird that that's a first. This is a unique uh type of property. Uh I'm just saying that just like look at the shape of it. Guess it's not too unique. Feels like there's a lot of like nooks to it. But this is being brought to you by this name says, here, I'll put it up here. You guys see it above my head? Dawson? Dawson. Like Dawson, but Dawson. Dawson Walsh of Location Real Estate. You know this person's cool because it's Dawson spelled like that, and then location with a K. So you know they're fucking rad. But they're asking 575 for this one. We'll dive into this property here on 151 Merchant Street. Looks like downtown. It looks like a big house for Blackhawk. Oh, that's only 1,300. It looks bigger in this photo, but super charming deck. Let's see when this one was made. Merchant. Built in 1864. She is our old girl for the week. All right, so you are right past. This is Blackhawk. This is where all the casinos are, everything like that. Gregory Street has a bunch of shops on there. But I believe this is right past the parking lot over there for the trail. No, that's up here. I've taken Richmond Street a bunch, but I don't think I've ever crossed over on. Okay. So yeah, as you're coming down, you're slowing down coming into Blackhawk to make a right on Gregory Street. You'll see this adorable red house. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, it looks good for what did I say, 1864. I mean, I think Central City and Blackhawk area were established in like 1859. So this is one of the first minor houses. Super cute. Yeah, you don't have to worry about road maintenance or anything like that. Did it have a garage? No garage though. You could probably put one right there if you wanted. Cool. There you have it. This is being brought to you by Chrissy Fairbanks of Compass. Open house tomorrow, 10 to 1. They are asking $585,000. 1150 Impala Trail is being listed by John Wan of Keller Williams. Open house 12 to 3. This is back in Bailey. They are asking 600,000. It's like you got some good views back in there. Dwight Kabalka with Remax Professionals is listing 51 Shuley Road. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,694 square footer over in Bailey. Asking price is 605,000. These older houses, you gotta go. I did. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have heard my ghost story, but for those that haven't, I'll give it to you after I run through this one. This is a 518 Pine Drive, open house tomorrow, 12 to 3. The Booger Green House. My boogers don't look like that actually, but you know what I'm saying. A 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,240 square feet, being listed by Desiree Thompson or Stephenson of Keller Williams Realty, asking 615,000. So the beauty of living in a minor town is you always think that you might have a ghost. Because my house was built in 1924, so she just turned 100 years old. But the other day, I was sitting on a Zoom call. Well, I was waiting. I was sitting on a Zoom call for wildfire stuff, and it kept cutting out. So I was sitting here. I fell asleep because I was a sleepy boy, and I fell asleep. All of a sudden, I woke up and I shot up, and there's like a door right here that was open to my backyard, and I was like, nobody was there, and I was freezing. I woke up and I was so cold, so I put on my vest and I go upstairs, and I looked at the front door. No one's there. So I'm like, what the hell? It was so loud, so distinct that somebody was at the door and they knocked so loud. And then I looked down and it was 4 o'clock p.m. And I'd been falling asleep for probably like an hour in my chair. And at 4 o'clock, I had an appointment with one of my agents. So I think I have a ghost. And I think he or she is equally concerned with me being on time for my appointments. And I love that. I love that ghost for me. So thank you. But you don't get ghost in the new construction stuff. You gotta get one of these older houses. All right, we're gonna dive into Grapevine over here. This is 2795 Southeast Grapevine Road. This is a lovely 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,575 square footer. I'm gonna light some Palo Santo here after I'm talking about ghost. Let's get some good vibes going. A little hippy dippy. Uh, Checking out where we are. Where are we? All right, so you just passed. Oh, this is Idledale. Interesting. All right, so you're not quite up to Kittredge, where you can see our peeps, Jared and Mel. This is Idledale, which used to be called Starbuck Heights, until I forget if it was a flood or a fire wiped out the town. And when they rebuilt it, they changed the name. All right, so you're just up there around the bend, which means you're in the canyon there, but you're 8 minutes down to Red Rocks Amphitheater. and 470. So easy access. Mm, okay. I don't mind the wallpaper. It kind of makes the house look a little bit older, but I'm guessing the house is a little bit older. See when this one was built. Grapevine Road. Hmm. It's showing up over here. I'll pull it up over here. Kitchen looks good. Looks like it's been updated. Nice soaking tub. I'm gonna guess this house was built in 1945. But yeah, you're kind of on a hill over here. When I say kinda, I mean you're on a hill over here. You got a nice chill sitting area. There you go. I said 1940. What did I say? 45? 42? What did I say? Can we run it back? House is built in 1942. I think I said 45 or 42. The little things that get me excited. This is being listed by Dionysa Dionysa Gallegos. Sorry, girl. Butchered your name. You look gorgeous. Gorgeous name. I'm sure I just made it sound terrible. Capital Properties Group LLC. They are asking 625,000. 8 Sioux Trails being listed by Jacob Trentman of HomeSmart Realty. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,440 square foot home with an ADU and some views. Cool. Over in Evergreen. There you go. 625,000 is the asking price. DeBerry, 26167 DeBerry Street over in Conifer. I feel like this one was listed before. We'll just touch on it. Tony Thurman is the listing agent with Resident Realty. It is 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,286 square feet. And they are asking 635 square feet. 11557 Green Circle over in Conifer, Kings Valley neighborhood. This is being listed by Jackie White of Your Castle. Whose Castle? Your Castle Realty. Got the views. You're on a hill. Southern exposure. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,624 square feet. They are asking 650, which takes us to the next home. We're gonna die. We're still at 600,000. How long have I been on here for? Oh, we're gonna have to move faster through this list. This is 11080 South Deer Creek Road, being listed by Diana Guth of Keller Williams over in Littleton. So the kind of the back end of Conifer there. I like the metal roof. I like the deck. Looks good. 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,728 square feet with detached garages. This one looks well equipped for a little mountain getaway. 10.46 acre lot, but you are tucked back in there. They're asking 650. 32187 Sylvan Road. Open house over here 12 to 2. This is Melissa Miller with HomeSmart Realty's listing. Three bedroom, two bath, 1,457 square feet. Little detached car shed there, carport. Doesn't look like a fully enclosed garage, but it looks like you get some good updates to the finishes here. This one is asking price is 650. I will jump into this one here. We'll dive on into this rotunda looking house here over in Pine. 693 Road C. This is a two bedroom, two bathroom, 1,620 square footer with all the views. Where are we? Oh shit. You're back in there. I don't even know. I don't even think I've ever been back in there this far. So, do you go from Harris Park? That would be obnoxious if you had to go. Okay, so you're going to go. All right, yeah, I have been back in here. I take it back. So you're gonna go back behind Pine Junction here. So this is where like crossroads and everything like that. But you're gonna weave down this road here. You're actually not too far. I thought for a second you're gonna have to go to back to Harris Park over here and come around, but you don't. Cool. Yeah, a little back end of the circle there is gonna be a super quiet road. Nobody's gonna be back there unless they live there. Mount Blue Sky. Okay, I like it. 658. I don't hate this. It's a charmer with the views. Oh yeah, this is good. Mm, why is the bed at an angle like that? It's throwing me off. I like it. I like it. The bedrooms look small. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yo. Rustic. Carpet can go. No garage? If it had a garage. Hmm. Got any acreage over here? 7 acres. Yeah, you probably put one on here. This is built in 1971, being listed by George Linnell of Remax. Asking price is 658. I like that one. 11390 Shimley Road. This is being listed by Patrick Winkler of Thrive Real Estate Group. Open house today, 11 to 1. Is over in Golden up Creek, Coal Creek Canyon. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. 2,265 square feet. Acreage 1.29, not big. Looks fine. They are asking 675. 11710 Spruce Canyon Circle. Ooh, they caught that. They caught that snowstorm the other week. You could tell this is that wet, heavy snow here. This one's being brought to you by Jason Roberts of Better Blueprint Realty. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,887 square feet. back in Coal Creek Canyon again. Probably have a little bit of acreage, right? 4.85 acres. Looks like it's been a remodeled property. Tough day for photos. Sometimes you got to work with what you got. Cool. They're asking 675. 11724 Little Turtle Lane, being brought to you by Martin Miller. That guy's photo, I just pulled it up because he is super serious. Martin Miller of Keller Williams Advantage Realty, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,696 square feet. It looks like it could use a little bit of love in here. It's not too bad. Family, nah, I take it back. It looks good. Yeah, I take it all back. Looks good. Cool. It is 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,696 square feet over in Conifer, sitting on any acreage. You gonna tell me? It doesn't say. Two fireplaces though. Asking price is 680. 33090 Janelle Circle. This is being listed by Jeffrey Cross of MB, a perfect home for you realty. Mm, I don't like that brokerage name. This is the 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,088 square footer up Coal Creek Canyon again. A lot of the canyon life properties. Whoa. Whoa. This is a vibe. Did they just spray paint the floor? It's interesting. You know what I say? I say it sure is something. That's when I don't want to give an opinion, good or bad, but it sure is something. Cool. 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 It is being listed at 689,000. You could always fix that. That's nothing major. Another Idaho Springs property talking about 4 Virginia Street. Let's take a look at this one. It looks like a couple add-ons to the property here. This is another one way down at the end. There's been like 4 properties in these couple blocks that are coming up. I don't think they know anything I don't know. But it is the last house before the highway there. That's why I've never actually driven by it because you don't go up there in there. All right, last house on the right here. Yeah, it looks like this was the original house. They added on the giant garage and then they built another piece on the other side. M. Low viewers today. You guys all out having fun or am I getting worse? Either might be a correct answer. Okay, Lego Maniacs in there. Cool. If you got a shop, all right, investor opportunity. You got multi-generational. I think it looks like the renter was in here, and the renter did not give a shit about your listing photos. Cool. I mean, for the price, the square footage ain't bad for the area. and a big garage there, you know? Yeah. They're asking 695,000, being brought to you by Andrew Schmidt of I'm sorry, of Realty One Group Premier. They're asking 695. 7350 Timber Trail Road over in Evergreen, Shadow Mountain area. So the back end, the booty end of Evergreen and Conifer. This is Angela Konigsbauer of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. They are hosting this open today from 12 to 3. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,736 square feet. Asking price is 700,000. Cool. Siding looks good. Looks like they've painted that at some point from the photos. 563. This looks like a little mountain chalet. 563 Brook Drive over in Idaho Springs. This is looks like it's up Fall River Road in St. Mary's area. Oh, I'm fucking freaking good. Yup. So you're back up in there. You're at like uh almost 10,200 feet of elevation. So it's a wintry area. But this is a 3 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, 1,008 square footer with, oh, looks like you have that little lake view out front. Cool. So I think this is St. Mary's up here, like the glacier area. But it is colder longer up there, faux show. But this would be a great getaway place. The roof looks like a slate roof as well. It's a charmer. 724. Deborah Abeda with Keller Williams is listing this. This is like a barn dominium. 79 Beaver Road over in Idaho Springs. Open house today from 10 to 2. I'm sorry, from 2 to 4. This looks like a giant barn dominium. Let's have some fun. I thought it was gonna be cooler on the inside, more like a giant rustic barn. It's just a house. Barn dominium. Sean Van Toyle. Toyle. Sorry if I butchered that. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be cooler on the inside, Sean. It's just a normal house. Well, Killer Bulldogs asks if there are any cabins for poor people. Now, we're all rich. If you can just make it up here, we're all rich because just living in the mountains automatically makes you rich. Tile, like tile. Sounds like tile. Okay, cool. Sean Tile. Well, good to have you on here. Um, yeah, Killer Bulldog. There are, I mean, on the low end, you're probably looking like 350,000. I had one on here that was like 350,000 on the low end. But you'll see some properties that are like 200,000, 175,000. Unless you're paying cash, a lot of those won't be able to be financed. That's a giant freaking garage. What's the problem is, and I just actually was doing this yesterday. I had a client reaching out to me, her son's approved for like 200,000. I'm like, it's pretty much like slim pickings to be able to get you something that's going to be able to be financed for 200,000, because at the 200,000 in last price point, it's more like a summer cabin. They're going to have maybe they don't have running water, maybe they don't have a septic, maybe they're off grid and they don't have electricity connection, and those types of properties are going to be cash only. The um damn, these are sweet pictures. Those are going to be cash only, and you won't be able to finance them. Where was this one? Oh, back up St. Mary's, same area, back up in there. Cool. Yeah, I mean, this area up in so two areas to look would be like tiny. I mean, you can do tiny homes, but I'm just gonna address Killer Bulldog's question here. Killer Bulldog 420. What a Colorado number there. So tiny homes, yeah, there's a lot of areas, especially like St. Mary's area, the area I was just showing you. Back up in here, there are people that'll buy a lot for like 40,000, 45,000, and then you can um, build a tiny home up in there. So that's possible. The big cost with anything up here is before you can start construction, you have to have a driveway permit, you have to have your road, I'm sorry, your driveway permit, your well permit, and your septic set up, permitted through the county with your building plans. So you can have a modular type of property on there, but it has to be with a fixed foundation and it has to be tied into utilities. Otherwise, they consider it camping on your property. And I know there's people that do camp on their property, but is definitely not uh, cool with the county. So as long as you have cool neighbors. But yeah, tiny homes on wheels, no go. That's considered a camper. But a tiny home with a fixed foundation, that's fine. We got 377 Homestead Road being listed by Tiffany and Christie team over at Remax. This is a four bedroom, four bathroom, 1,896 square footer. Open house today, 11 to 2. And they are asking 725,000 $1,000. 11348 Ranch LC Road being listed by Brendan Gustafson. Ooh, that's a strong name. Brendan Gustafson of Kentwood Commercial. This is a lovely three bedroom, two bath, 2,125 square footer. What's your price point, Killer Bulldog? Tell me what you're looking for. Cool. He's asking 735,000 for this one here. And again, you guys jump it on. Um, Sean Van Tile and Killer Bulldog 420. I haven't seen you guys on here before, but freaking welcome. Thanks for jumping on with me. Do this every week. And if you guys, since we have 97 homes that hit the market this week, there's no way in my real estate business that I'm going to be able to sit here for 4+ hours and go through every one of them with you. So if you see something you like, I'm going to touch on all of them. But if you see something you like, you can go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, set up a search. It's linked with the local MLS and go have at it. Um, so we did have at the bottom of the list, I mean, 300. This is what I'm saying. It's like we don't even have any summer cabins up on the market this week, but you got things like this, 375. I know that's like a quarter more of what you're trying to spend, but it's kind of where the market is priced at, brother. We got 23891 Supai Road over in Indian Hills. This is being brought to you by Rihanna Darrington. Three bedroom, two bath, 2,064 square foot over Indian Hills area. This is kind of the common theme for the area. More meadowy, close, easy access back to 285. Um, get all the deer and elk over there just nibbling on shit. Cool. What did it say? It says waterfall on lot. I don't know if I would consider that a waterfall. I guess, hey, the water that's falling. And so is my spigot, but I'm not going to call my kitchen a waterfall. 735. That's what they're asking for there. Now I lost my space. Here we go. 29827 GG Road. This is over in Evergreen Heights neighborhood, being brought to you by the Tuppers team at Madison Company Properties. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, 1,754 square footer. I mean, you might be for 300K if you could look down at like Florissant, Divide area, everything that's west of Colorado Springs is slightly more affordable than everything that's west of Denver. So might want to check out down that way. And we do cover that area. I got an agent, a great agent down there. So if you're looking to get started with that search, hit me up, man. 775 for 29827 GG Road. 451 Harris Drive, being brought to you by Jessica Anderson. Jessica's a homie. Uh, I like her. She's a great gal. So she was on my team, no longer on my team, but she's cool. So we're gonna do her a service here and give her property here some shout outs. This is 451 Harris Drive up in Idaho Springs. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,964 square footer, perched on the mountain here. Where is we? We are back in Harris Park. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Back in St. Mary's area of Idaho Springs. This is where higher elevation, about 10,000 plus feet of elevation. So it is colder, longer. You got about a 15-minute drive down Fall River Road to hit 170. These roads back up in there too can get pretty wily in the winter. You do got some snow removal, but it's definitely 4x4 territory up in here. This is the house I partied at. I This was a short-term rental. Um, this is crazy. Yeah. I definitely had a party at this house. It was a winter snowstorm. It was in March when the in Georgetown they have the hockey tournament on the lake. And so some buddies from Arizona were coming up here and playing, and we threw down at this house. Fun area, but yeah, again, 4x4. You want a truck to be able to access this property. The snow will get deep. But yeah, if you're looking for something that's a rental too, this is a spot we can get you the information on this as far as like the occupancy rates, what they're paying, stuff like that. Probably some of the furniture would be negotiable in there. There you go. Being brought to you by Jessica Anderson, who she's with the agency, it looks like. They are asking 790,000 open house today, 11 to 2. Sean Van Tile asks, are you seeing mountain prices soften in the last 8 weeks or so? Uh, Actually, no. Slightly the opposite. As Now, the first 4 months of the year, things were a little bit softer, but now we are getting, as things thaw out in the mountains, we're getting more listings, but more buyers. And so we are seeing some homes that are getting multiple offers again as we hit this, like, out once kids are getting out of school, that's when we really see like a push of families that are looking for properties. So either buying or selling their property. But there are still some properties. Now, here's what's softening. If you have a property that has the good access, good views, usable acreage, garage, and good finishes on the homes, those are the ones that can still go quickly. But if any one of those elements is missing, like the access is terrible, there's like no garage, it's north facing, and it's going to be a cold property during the winter, or the finishes aren't that good. Those are the ones that have been sitting and the prices are softening on. So it is super case by case. And when you find a property that you love, we always help you by finding out what the story is on that property. Going over to 29 Cedar Lane. Good question, though. Going over to 29 Cedar Lane. This is David Peter Smith with Choice Property Brokers LTD. This is his property. He's hosting it open 2 to 4 today. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,447 square feet. They are asking, looks cute, looks well maintained. It's looking on your side of the hill back in Bailey. They are asking 795,000. 23646 Genesee Village Road, so right by I-70 here. This is a lovely 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 1,607 square footer being listed by the Heiskanen team of Utopia Real Estate. They are asking 820,000. 8795 Rudd Road is being listed by Vicky Wimberly of Coldwell Banker. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,474 square feet. Looks like you might have the Evergreen Meadows area. Do we have any acreage over here? 1 acre, 1 acre lot. Looks like some rooms have been updated. Looks like some rooms could use some updating, but there you go. You got plenty of usable space, plenty of garage space there too. They're asking 835,000. 58 Conestoga Court. This is being listed by Tracy Murray of Keller Williams. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,216 square feet. Back in Bailey area. Looks like a nice lot. Looks like you got some good privacy. Big old beams at the top. Got a snake foot tub in the bathroom. Super rustic. Hey, kind of tucked in there. Cool, real rustic, real nice. Looks like it's got some good updates. They are asking 870,000. You can go check it out today, 11 to 2, or you hit up your boy Sean, Mr. Murphy, and we can set up a private showing. I will dive into this next one. 8789 Grizzly Way, being listed by Kevin Friedoff of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. It is a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 3,556 square footer sitting on the side of the freaking hill. It looks like. So Grizzly Way is just back up top, Evergreen there. So, oh, this is actually, I thought it was behind the lake. I thought it was Bear Mountain. It is Berrien Mountain, so the Meadows neighborhood. So you come in Gray Fox, shoot up here, and you're kind of looking down, looking west there. Look at those rock outcroppings, nice metal roof. Those are some high glass ceiling or glass walls. Oh baby. Especially in the winter when the sun is lower, that's going to be, we call that passive solar heat, which just means the sun is going to keep you toasty. Cool. I like the moss rock fireplace. I'm a sucker for the moss rock. I don't like that coral paint or whatever that is, but a lot of windows. That's a big old deck. I hope they have shades. Sun, our Colorado sun. Be fierce. You like all those windows? I mean, it's like you're indoors and outdoors at the same time. Great yoga deck. That's a party house right there. Jared says he likes it. Do you like the double oven? I think the kitchen needs updated. Leave something to the windows and the outdoor flow and some of the tile stuff is so awesome. And all this feels 90s to me. Yeah. Feeling 90s. This feels more modern here. My eyes. My eyes. Too much. Too much of whatever that color is. Mm. It burns. It burns. Oh my god. I can't I can't hear you guys. That color is so loud. And I know they probably love it. And they might walk into my house and be like, "Well, your colors are stupid." Fair. Hey, fair enough. You know, this is how I avoid arguments. Fair enough. Cool little walkout over there. This is cute. Those windows are awesome. I mean, I just hope that they're in good shape because that is not expensive or not inexpensive. Nice little 2-car garage too. All right, this one's cool. This one's cool. I like it. I dig it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. This is being listed at 885,000. 900 Sawmill Creek Road is going to be up next. It says not listed for sale, so we're going to skip past this one. Agent needs to update their shit. 9274 Sandy Lane. This is being listed by Kathy Haas of Coldwell or Colorado Realty for less. This is the back up Shadow Mountain area. Whoa, sorry. Sorry. This is 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,641 square feet. Oh dear. Being asked listed listing price, asking price is 925,000. There's your tiny home. Maybe we could connect with this homeowner killer Bulldog 420 and ask them what the going rate for this one is. Not I'm not talking shit. I'm just poking fun. I understand it's expensive up here, so I'm not talking shit. 99 Elkhorn Court over in Bailey. This is 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,351 square feet. Being listed by Sheila Southey of Keller Williams Realty. They are asking 925,000. Like a nice 3-car garage, usable space, and a big shop out back with 5 more car garage. Brings your toys, boys or ladies. 278 Clark Road. This is a old cabiny looking one here. What year was this built? 2002. So this cabiny appeal, but she ain't too old. This is we're not going to dive into this one. This is back in Bailey. Looks like the Berlin Ranchettes area. Let's see if I'm right. I am incorrect. Uh, back by like Elk neighborhood. I forget what it's called exactly. But yeah, you're 15 minutes to get back out to 285 there. Cool. Asking price on this, nice 3-car garage, usable land. Asking price on this is 925,000. Cool Kings Valley property over here on the hill. Look at these. Look at these rock outcroppings there that your house is sitting on. Ooh, we're living on the edge, but you will get a great view. Living on the edge. Look at that view. There you go. 31324 Kings Valley West. This is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,994 square foot banger with the views. You are up the hill there. Some of these Kings Valley properties do have public water, public sewer, which is kind of a unique for Conifer. Being brought to you by Sylvia Dorrance of EXP, and they are asking 929,000. Saddle on up, folks. We got a banger here for you. Look at that deck. This is 351 North Saddle Drive over in Idaho Springs. This is looks like a little bit back up Fall River Road, not too far though. So I feel like I saw this one before. Is this the same one? Maybe not. No, I did not go to this one. It's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,249 square feet. That sign says, "Remember the dog's blessings, forget the dog's troubles." Okay. Okay. Blessed. That's a kind of a cool little sitting nook there. Dig that. That's fun. Dream big. Use kind words. Say I love you. I love you guys. I always tell you I love you when I get off. Giggle, be silly, share, say please, say and thank you, be grateful, keep your promises, help others, don't whine. Take a moment, deep breath. Try new things, keep calm, and carry on. Laugh out loud. Okay. Oh, we got all the signs to read today. Always keep your beautiful imagination and exquisite humor. I will. Thank you. We've been really lacking on signs for me to read in the past couple weeks. I just love to show off my out loud reading abilities. Oh, we've got all kinds of decks on decks on decks. A nice retaining wall, 2, 4, 5 car garage. There you go. Come and get it. Looking good. Fairly usable. Oh, the aspen trees. Fenced in yard for the pups. This one's checking a lot of boxes. Saddle on up to 351 North Saddle Drive, being brought to you by Sarah Larson of Amore. I'm not Amore. Armor Real Estate. Totally different vibe. Amore and Armor. Armor Real Estate. This is 935 is the asking price. 50 Victoria Lane. Looks like a super charming, a traditional home being listed by Rachel Smith. This is over in Pine area. It looks like it's got a lot of updates to it. Good privacy back in there. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 3,526 square feet. They are asking 945,000. A 3 acre lot. Come and get it. 11766 Coal Creek Heights Drive, being listed by Daniel Volmore of Distinct Real Estate LLC. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 2,112 square feet. Living on the side of the freaking mountain here. It looks like Floyd Hill. Where did I say this was? Coal Creek Canyon. You're living that canyon life. They are asking 975. Find a good one to jump into. Page one. Thank goodness. We're already an hour and a half into this. All right, I'm only going to pick cool ones moving forward. for this list. We got some cool ones. So I might not go every home, but we'll just pick the ones that have the most attractive exterior photo or first photo, which is not Olympus here. 6574 Olympus Drive, being brought to you by the Tippers team of Madison Company Properties. This is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,463 square feet of goodness. They are asking 975,000. That's a nice fancy kitchen there. Cool. Ooh, Brendan Gustafson with his second listing of the week. This is over in Golden area. It looks like a Genesee home. It is a townhome, it looks like. It looks like a townhome to me. This is 867 Hallandale Road, Unit B. Estimated payment $6,666 a month. Mark of the beast. Blah, blah, blah. This is this is 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,620 square feet. They are asking 985,000. Open house today, 10 to 12. Go check it out. Or don't. Do whatever the hell you want. 379 Rainbow Road over in Idaho Springs. This is being listed by Deborah Abeda. Looks like they modernized the shit out of this, going super dark on the exterior. A lot of updates on the interior. Looks like it's back up Fall River Road too, back up in there. Oh, I know Rainbow Road kind of connects the back end of, I'll show you Rainbow Road. I looked at a house over there. Kind of a fun drive. So right before you go the switchbacks, you just skirt back up in here. So it's kind of like in the nook, another cold property during the winter because you're not going to get much sun, but you do have the creek there, and so an amazing summer hang. They are asking 990,000. This house is blue. This is 4642 Plunter Lane, being offered by David Hanna of Coldwell Banker Realty. Open house today, 2 to 5 for this 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,064 square footer. Looks like it's maybe the um, Evergreen Estates or Evergreen Homestead area. I'll check out real quick. Yeah, right up behind. So, okay. So this house is probably built in like 1940, 1947, I'm going to guess. Let's see if I'm right. It's right up behind. I mean, walkability to downtown Evergreen. 1925 was way freaking off. Cool. 995 is asking price for that one. All right, let's. I like this. I like this front photo here. We're gonna check out Leslie Hazen with Compass, her new listing over at 21868 Mountsfield Drive. I know what you're asking. Where are we? And I'm gonna tell you, I like this. Sounds like somebody's walking upstairs, and it sounds heavier than my dog. If I get murdered on my live, make sure you like the video. Actually, if you guys haven't yet, like the video anyways. All right, so we're up Lookout Mountain Drive here. Cool. So a fun spot, like heavy feet upstairs. Yeah. I've lived here for over a year and haven't seen any ghosts, but this past week I've been enchanted, I guess. Yeah, so Lookout Mountain Road, great little, you're gonna have the city views. I like it because then you have really easy access back down to 70, and I dig it, and this looks sweet. Oh yeah. Cool. I hope I guess those are all the heaters right there. It feels a little chilly willy. I like the exposed brick. It looks like a super sturdy house. All right, we've seen enough of this room though. Where's the rest? All right, kitchen leaving something to be desired, but you can do updates. I mean, everything around the cabinets looks great. I like the tile. I like the brick. Appliances, well, fridge looks updated. Rolls right out to your continental divide views. I lied. That doesn't look continental divide. Yeah, maybe. You know, maybe you're a little bit lower elevation, so you're not getting all of it, but you're getting one of the white peaks over there. Feels like a loft downtown with all this bricked up. Cool. I like it. I dig it. Usable acreage there. Hot tub, of course. Detached garage. Looks like in solar on top. That's a good spread. I dig it. Cool. This is being brought to you by Leslie Hazen of Compass, and they are asking $996,000. 1971 Kerr Gulch Road is being listed by Tracy Moeller. This is an 8.23 acre lot over in Kerr Gulch neighborhood. Three bedrooms, two bathrooms, 2,496 square feet. Oh, you liked that one? The modern vibes on that last one? Rick, same Z's. Cool. This one, open house tomorrow, 12 to 3. They are asking 1,050,000. 9107 South Deer Creek Road, Canyon Road. This is Littleton area. So this is kind of back by Lockheed Martin. So you're kind of tucked back in there. Easier to get to 470 than it is back to 285. So you're kind of like in the mountains, but you're not really doing much in the mountains. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So Deer Creek Canyon Road goes I mean, you could go Deer Creek Canyon to North Turkey Creek, but this is probably like a 20 to 25-minute drive. If you want to get down to civilization faster, you're going to take Deer Creek Canyon Road, which comes out right out by Lockheed Martin is right over here, and you'll just jump on 470 over by Chatfield Reservoir. So, but yeah, it definitely kind of feels like you're tucked back in there. Typically, these properties will have a little bit of acreage, 10-acre lot. Yep, there you go. And this one's being brought to you by Mary Lou Kissing of Remax. Four bedrooms, three bathrooms, 3,352 square feet. Looks like a lot of garage space. And they're asking 1,075,000. 1201 Hughesville Road is being listed by Brennan Wolf. Ooh, it's a four bedroom, three bathroom, 2,438 square footer over in Blackhawk neighborhood. Go to my website, check it out if you want the deets on the streets on this one here. The asking price is 1,079,000. Sally Ball with Keller Williams is listing 114 Star Street. If you want a little, looks like equestrian property back in Bailey, sitting on 5 acres. There's this lovely four bedroom, two and a half bath, 2,762 square footer. Open house today, 10 to 1. You can go check it out, see the horses, get bit by a pony if you want. That looks like a pony to me. Oh no, that's a horse. That's a pretty horse. Hey girl. You could have My Little Pony over here at 114 Star Lane for 1,095,000. Classic, ginormous looking Genesee home. I don't want to go into this one. This is 730 Summerwood Drive. You go see this in depth on my website. I already know what it's going to look inside. It's going to look like 90s type style home. Christopher Perkins with location with a K, so you know they're cool. This is his listing. Let's see the inside. It looks like it's a little bit more updated than I said, but still 90s cabinets, 90s vibe. I'm flying through it. They are asking 1,100,000 for this. Paint looks good. I take it. I take it back a little bit. 760 Coyote Circle over in Blackhawk. This is being listed by Kellen Harmon of Home Savings Realty. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,300 square footer back in Black Hawk. Ooh, that's a good photo there. Boom. Look at those rolling mountains. I like it. Very nice. Sitting on 2.4 acres. They are asking 1,115,000. Seems like a lot for Blackhawk at that price. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. 387 Pine Drive. This is a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 3,105 square footer being listed by the Tuppers team at Madison Company Properties. Let's check out this carpet. Car. Car. I don't even know what era that is. Cool. Looks like they got good views. I'll tell you where this one is real quick. Oh, okay. This is so you are back in there. What's unique about this spot is you're either coming all the way back out past Echo Hills. So like this is can be 25 to 30 minutes, but you're likely coming down this way in the summer. You're just gonna go hit these switchbacks. So there's like 7 switchbacks you'll hit, and it'll bring you right out past the hot springs in Idaho Springs. But yeah, you're tucked back in there. So if you like are commuting regularly, this one, if you work from home, cool, great. But if you want like modern conveniences really close year round, I'd say it's a no go. Idaho Springs is dope. You're right there. Probably like 15 minutes to get to Idaho Springs, but to get back to Evergreen, it is further for sure. It looks good, looks clean. They asking 1,125,000. Did I say who's listing it? Yep, the Madison and Company Properties, the Tuppers team. Hmm, let's bop into this one. This is I'm sorry, this is not 1-3. This is 31402 North Bermuda Dunes Drive over in the Highwan area. This is going to be 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 2,790 square feet. Being brought to you by Karen Widener of Liv Sotheby's International Realty. They are asking 1,250,000. More of a residential area of Evergreen. You're going to be HOA, public water, public sewer, easy access back out to Evergreen Parkway there. You're right behind Bergen Park, actually. That's a cool location because over here, Bergen Park is where they have a lot of festivities in the summer, right at that baseball field there. So you have access to Highland Golf Club if you want to be a member. And then Evergreen or Elk Meadow is across the way for lots of hiking. And then all the festivities are over here by Bergen Park, Buchanan Park area. Cool. Then go get yoga on at True Yoga. Or go get some coffee and breakfast at the Bread Lounge. So great location, but it is more like residential feeling for the mountains. Some people like that, some people don't. Asking price is 1,250,000. We got a good list to go here, so I'm gonna keep it trucking. 8722 South Alt Lane, being brought to you by Jackie White of Your Castle Realtors, Your Castle Real Estate. Whose Castle? Your Castle. 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,388 square feet. This is over in Morrison, typically sitting on a couple acres, 2.03 acres. Gosh dang, I'm good. They are asking 1,250,000. Circle K. 864 Circle K Ranch Road. This is over in Evergreen, Upper Bear Creek neighborhood, being listed by the lovely Melody Ellis of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Big River Rock fireplace. River Rock is my least favorite of the rock, but you know, so sometimes you still got to rock it. That is something. It is 90s black lacquer feeling. 3 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,333 square feet. They are asking 1,270,000. Kelly Dolph thrown down on this next one. Kelly Dolph with Keller Williams is listing 27100 Molly Drive. This is a lovely 5 bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 4,526. Let me try that again. 4,526 square footer with the solar on it. They have an open house today, 10 to 1. Richmond Hill corridor typically brings with it great views. Sitting on 8.01 acres, asking 1,299,000. 25808 Sunrise Lane is being listed by your girl Marissa Stock Reef of Dream Climbers. First time I've ever heard that brokerage. Dream Climbers. I dig this deck. And you got the twinkle of the city over there. Looks like Homestead neighborhood. Oh, Mount Vernon neighborhood. So closer to I-70 here. But you'll have the twinkle of the city just like that. And I kind of like it. And the sun will come up. I like to get up with the sun. I actually prefer an east facing house rather than a west because sometimes in the summer that sun is so strong. But I mean the sunsets do look like cotton candy on LSD. There's a sunrise from this one. Real nice. Looks like a freaking wildfire. I would have shown that one. uh 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,591 square feet for this property. They are asking 1,300,000. Who else is on? What's up? Say what's up if you guys are. I've been just blazing the path through these listings here. So as you guys are getting up, jumping on, let me know who else is here. This is 2013 Sweet Gulch Road being listed by Car- Carolyn Kenny of Home Smart. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,875 square feet. Cool. Over Kerr Gulch neighborhood. Not that many photos. They are asking, it must be a bunch of acreage because it's only 1,875 square feet, but it's At this price point, they got to have all right, 6.25 acres is what they're boasting. This is 1,350,000 asking price. Okay, newer modern home over here, Central Evergreen neighborhood. This is the Madison and Company, the Tuppers team over at Madison Company Properties. Open house today, 2 to 4. Talking about 791 Elk Rest Road. I kind of like that. I don't know why. I like that. This is 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 5,447 square feet. So she big. Got the solar up top. Where are we? Okay, so right when you're coming off of Evergreen Parkway, kind of back in there behind like the Walmart and stuff. So there's the Walmart. They got the townhomes up top here, and this one's back in here. Cool. They're tucked back in there. You don't really see the Walmart and stuff like that. I'm assuming you can't see it from here. 1,350,000 is asking price on that one. 24172 Jerome Court is being listed by Linda Ireland of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Open house today, 10 to 12. This is a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 3,264 square footer. Looks like you got some nice views over here too. Boom. Real nice. They are asking 1,350,000 as well. Jennifer Davenport with Live Sotheby's International Realty is this is going to be a Genesee home. It looks super Genesee like. Genesee, if you guys aren't familiar yet, is a nice little nook right off of I-70, right when you're heading into the mountains. This one might be on the front end there, so more facing I-70 than the back end is where you get some really amazing views. But very quiet neighborhood, access to two different like community centers with pool, pickleball, um, fitness centers, stuff like that. Yeah, this one's more facing. So I-70 is going to be just beyond these trees here, and you get the city view. So not my favorite view, but whatever. Very Genesee feeling, a little bit dated, a little 90s vibe, a lot of stucco. Cool. All right, this one is being listed for 1,390,000. I will check this one. We're going to dive on into this next one. It looks a little wonky. It is 22598 Westview Avenue. Some of these ones over here, Lookout Mountain neighborhood. It's just like they had a small house and they built onto it. Sometimes it flows well, sometimes it flows erroneously. This is a 1.5 acre lot built in 1957. Let's check it out. I like the rock outcroppings. I like the ranch style. It does have a basement, but I like a ranch style home. Really, I don't know why I love a ranch style home. I think I just like having a two-story home. I feel like doing anything to it, like the roof or the gutters. It's just like you're too high up. Come down from there. So I like a ranch style home as far as maintenance. Okay, look at this. Tell me from Colorado without telling me from Colorado. I have three chopsticks sitting right here, and these are the good ones. The Blistex Medical is the way to go, or the Burt's Bees. You can f off with anything else. These are the ones that my go tos. And if I don't have chapstick on me, everything stops. I need to find my chapstick. So when I do like laundry day, I'll empty my pockets and I have like 10 chapsticks, and then I feel rich and safe. All right, the cabinets look a little bit older already. The flow a little bit. It looks like we got some like 90s vibe. Deck looks dated there. It looks like Ninja Turtles deck. Talking about Master Splinter. Moss Rock fireplace. Cool. I love the location. I love the views. 90s vibes. I wonder what this little thing is for. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh, yeah, you can. This little thing. Cool. That's a good spot for the tub. Mm, I mean, if you have some money that you want to update some things, there's just like, I wouldn't touch this tub though. I'd make it work. I love that tile. Yeah, I dig that. I don't like the what do they call this type of brick? Like weeping brick or soggy brick? I don't think it's called soggy. Some like weeping brick where they basically, to me, is like somebody was being super lazy and they didn't want to scrape it off and make it look good. So they're like, dude, just leave it. Let's make it a vibe. Okay. Yeah, just to me it looks sloppy. Do you like the color? I do like the sitting area. Cool. This is being brought to you by Karen Anderson of Madison and Company Properties. They are asking $1,395,000. Oh, we definitely get stop into this one. This one looks like it's got some stories to tell. So, first though, 83 Wilderness Cornerstone is being brought to you by. How would you guys say that name? Is that Shannon? Is that the weirdest way I've ever seen Shannon spelled? Shannon. I wanted to say Shannon. Shannon anon. Make him say, Shannon anon. This is Shannon anon. Shannon S. Winter. Sorry, girl. I'm not making fun of your name. You have a unique name. My name is Sean Murphy. It can't get more plain. Let's play a game. I'll give you guys three guesses. You're probably only going to need one. Guess what my middle name is? Sean Murphy. This is 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 3,754 square feet. Looks a little moody and rustic in there. All right, that's all the photos we have. Being listed for 1.395. And Miss Winter over here is with Broker Direct Company. Close. That's a solid guess. Solid Irish guess. Um, no, it's not Patrick. Uh, Lark Stewart is listing this. This one looks cute. Lark Stewart's listing this property over in Highwind Estates in the Fairway neighborhood. So not far from the lake there. I like this neighborhood because you're oh, this is a little bit further up. So you're closer to the golf course there. But easy access over to Elk Meadow, down to the lake. Good location. I'll give you a hint. It begins with an M. Sean M. Murphy. And that's what I say. If I give you that hint, you probably only need one guess. I like the tile roof. I like the moss rock. I like the tongue and groove. I like the steel rail. This place is looking good. The asking price is 1,399,000. Address is 2976 Highland Drive. Four bedroom, three bath, 2,673 square feet. Open house 11 to 1 tomorrow. All right, we're gonna dive into this one. This one looks interesting. I like the metal roof. They got like this rusty siding here. Oh, this one seems like something. That deck. Look at that deck. Steel deck. Make you feel nice and secure. I saw one like this. It was like super uh steampunk feeling. Maybe this is the one again. 116 Ramona Road. Ramona reminds me of a an amazing sleeper of a movie. Um, oh my gosh, what's it called? Scott Pilgrim Saves the World. Amazing movie. Amazing. If you guys haven't seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World or Saves the World, I think it's versus the world. It's a phenomenal movie with Michael Cera. Four bedroom, two and a half bath, 3,158 square feet, being brought to you by the lovely Sarah Scott Wilson of Compass. Open house today, 12 to 3. Where are we? Okay, you just living that canyon life. Looks like you're by Wonderview. Yep, you are in Wonderview. So you got a ways to get back down the hill to hit like North Golden area, but you typically get some good land up in here, up in here, up in here, and views. They call it Wonderview because you have wonderful views. Probably some acreage too. Let me check it out. No, not much. Uh, South facing though, that's good. 1.12 acres. I like this house though. Yeah. Good tree mitigation. Oh, super sturdy house. Steel framing. This house, where you going? Nowhere. Plenty of sliders to take you out to your entertaining space outdoors. I like this. Double oven. I like the black and the wood too. All right, since everybody gave up on the guesses, it's Sean Michael Murphy. I am a Pisces. I am 41 years old. I like views. I like dark and moody. And I'm not a Pisces. Pisces, though, my girl's like, she's super hippy dippy. She's like, oh, Pisces are like really emotional. I'm like, you got the wrong Pisces girl. Super stoic. I don't cry ever. Now I'm getting into it. I don't cry over sad things ever. I cry over like moments of triumph. If somebody like works, like I cry so much during the Olympics. I'm so happy for people. Um, but never over sad things. Get over it. Life is hard. I love the metal roof though. This is a great spot and great spot for outdoor entertaining with that hot tub. Super cool property. I dig it. Asking price is 1,400,000. 30 Carroll Court, being brought to you by Evan Noyes, Noyes, Noyes of Market Masters Real Estate. This is a four bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 4,576 square footer. Get a little chilly willy in here. Cool. Looks good. Looks like you tucked back in there. You got the stream. What are we up? Fall River Road? Where is this? Oh, Lump Gulch. We're back in Blackhawk, huh? Okay. Yeah, so you're really close to Rollinsville. So I don't think this is Lump Gulch. I think this is Moon Gulch. All right. Gamble Gulch. My bad. Way off. Cool. Looks good. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 4,576 square feet, sitting on 4.46 acres. They're asking 1,450,000. 2496 Stonewood Trail is over in the Homestead neighborhood of Evergreen. Nice neighborhood. This is the one I thought I was talking about just a minute ago. Really close, easy access back down to. Oh no, that's the Evergreen Homestead. This looks like Conifer Homestead neighborhood. Yeah, cool. So not far from 285. Get you back out to Denver. Probably about 10 minutes back down the hill there. Nice big old house. Big old house. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 6,093 square feet. Being brought to you by Bob Kelly of Kentwood Real Estate. Looks well done. Big kitchen, big dining room. Whoops, sorry, that was a little fast. Nice sunroom for your yoga spot or your plants. You just plant yourself there and read a good book. They are asking 1,495,000. If you guys haven't yet, do me a favor. Give me that hookup on the like button if you guys appreciate these weekly updates. Every Saturday, I'm on here at 8 o'clock, sometime between 8 o'clock and 8:05. This is 46 4560 Hilltop Road, being brought to you by Lark Stewart of Live Sotheby's International Realty. It is a 3 bedroom. Looks good. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 3,627 square feet. Nice meadow view. This is sitting on 5 acres, built in 1990. It looks like a charmer with a walkout basement. Cool. Asking price is 1,530,000. 2140 Torrey Pine Drive. This is over in Highwan, so public water, public sewer. We can dive into this one here. Open house today, 11 to 1. I'm talking about this 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,090 square feet. Real close to Evergreen Parkway, real easy access back out to everything. Elk Meadow is right there. Bergen Park is right there. And you could commute downtown if you wanted this. Wanted to. Nice tile roof. Dig that. Big old kitchen with a little island with a peninsula on there. The secret ingredient is love. Ain't that the truth? Cool. Looks great. Good photography. Good job, Lark. Nice stacked stone. Nice steel railing there. Flooring looks like the original flooring. It looks great. Oh, the Trex deck with the outdoor living space with the heaters. This is the hang. Nice primary with the office attached. I love you the most. I love my YouTube clients the most. That is a for sure thing. This is a steam shower. I could tell by the panel up top there. So nice steam shower there for you. An old bear lives here with his honey. Isn't that cute? Oh, they got the full. They got the tournament style shuffleboard. I love a good shuffleboard. Sometimes they make the tables too small though, so that one is a gangster big in there. Nice garage. Hell yeah. Looking great. This is a great looking home. Asking price is 1,549,000 being brought to you by Jonathan Verna of Guide Real Estate. 1651 Pine Valley Drive over in Pine Valley Road over in Evergreen. This is a 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 4,372 square foot. It looks nice and updated. Being brought to you by Nicole Van Volkenberg of 1858 Real Estate. 1858 Real Estate. Wonder what that date is for. Pop quiz. What year did Colorado become a state? This is 5 bedroom, 3 bath, 4,372 square feet, sitting on 2.11 acres. Asking price is 1.6 million. 89 South Jones Creek Lane. This is being brought to you by Carol Van Landingham of eXp Realty. 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 4,167 square feet, sitting on 9.31 acres. There you go. Huh. Looks like Richmond Pine Junction. Okay. I'm gonna say it looks like Richmond Hill, not too much further from that. Cool. So you're just behind Pine Junction area. So easy access back out to 285, probably 30 minutes to get back down the hill there. They are asking 1,650,000. Lark Stewart throwing down again with 30205 Telluride Lane, open house today, 12 to 2. This is 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 4,850 square feet. Telluride Lane is back in that Highwan area, so public water, public sewer, easy access in and out. Nice 3-car garage. They are asking 1,795,000. Hey, buddy. You want to check out 682 Buddy Road, being brought to you by Erica Chenard of Remax Professionals. This is 3 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 4,008. Oh, this is that. Do we say Oriental? Do we say Southeast Asian? I don't know. But this is a nice property here coming back on the market. 35-acre lot back in Bailey. This is looking sick with the built-in hot tub into the deck. I love it. Oh, looks like a big studio space too. Maybe that's above the garage or something. Maybe that is the primary up there. But this is being listed at 1,950,000. We'll dive into this next one here, but real quick, I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be back in 45 seconds. While you're waiting, let me know when did Colorado become a state, and don't forget to hit the like button. All right, Colorado became a state in 1876. That is why we are called the Centennial State. This is 22554 Treetop Lane over in Golden neighborhood. Looks like a Riva Chase property. Yeah, nailed it. Riva Chase neighborhood open house today, 11 to 2. So this is really close. Before you even hit Genesee, this is that first exit there of Lookout Mountain. So you're 15 minutes to get back down the hill. So absolutely a property you can uh commute downtown regularly. And she is big, 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 6,245 square feet, 4-car garage, amazing landing spot there. I wonder if that is a treetop lane. Let me see if that's I want to see if that's a heated driveway. And pull up the deets over here. Heated driveway. Freaking nailed it. Lovely home. Nice landing spot. Giant dining room. Double oven. Very nice. You're gonna get lost in the sauce on this one because this is a giant property. Once you get over, this one was listed before because they have this ridiculous. This one's been listed a few times, guys. Um, I went and saw this one. They got like a big um giant closet up top that spirals. This is top that spiral staircase. This is your closet. Freaking looking like Nordstrom's up there. It's got 2 staircases on each end of the house. Really nice landscaping, really nice house. So much room. You got freaking statues. Cool. Sauna, a little water feature there. Big property. Looking great. Good photos on this one. Better than the last time it was listed. Jonathan Jordan Schwartz of Engel and Vokers is listing this. Asking price is 1,999,000. 32399 Woodland Drive. Oh, this looks like Soda Creek. We're gonna jump into this one. This one was listed before too, like a year ago. I'm just gonna go double check, make sure I'm correct. So that last one was actually 10,000 square feet because some of it is unfinished. But this one was listed. I mean, they've been trying to sell this one since 2023. They had it listed for 2 point the last one. The last one was listed for 2,799,000. Now they're down to 1,999,000. They are on their one, two, three, fourth time listing that one. This one was also listed before. This is 32399 Woodland Drive. This is a really nice property. I liked the layout a whole lot. This one was listed. Yeah, almost December of 2023. This one was listed with somebody else. They had it listed at 2,250,000. They took it off the market when they were at 1,998,000. So I don't know if they've done any updates. It didn't look like it needed anything, but really great location, Soda Creek. You get a little bit of acreage, all the elk roaming through there. So this is Bergen Park area over here. and you're just right in there in Evergreen. So fantastic location. You're gonna like this when you walk in. Super sweet, nice tile roof, super modern interior. I remember the kitchen was pretty nice too. So there you go. You got the Wolf appliances. Great meadoway view, and it still has great privacy, great outdoor living space. Boom. There's your primary. Whoops. Sorry, a little too quick on the click there. Nice sauna room, the cutest little smallest workout room, but again, easy, crazy easy access. I think it actually looks better in person than in these photos. Great property. Cool. Being brought to you by Connie Kraska of Lewis Sotheby's International Realty. They're asking 1 million, or I'm sorry, 2,250,000. Bear Mountain is right behind Evergreen here. We got Kyle Malnati with Kentwood Commercial selling this one here. This is 5197 Bear Mountain Drive. This is a 6 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 4,692 square feet footer. Looks like you could use some updating. Looks like you got tremendous views. North Turkey Creek neighborhood, so you're easy access back out to 285. And then you also have 11 plus acres on this bad boy or girl. Well, they are asking 2,300,000. This is 25350 Ridgeway, being listed by John Zeiper of Madison Company Properties. It is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 4,552 square feet. This one is coming soon. It says May 17th. Today. Today is. There you go. Come see it. Nice metal roof. This is the clubhouse over in Mount Vernon area. Ginormous. And Mount Vernon, you have really great access back out to I-70. So again, another property that you could easily commute back downtown on if you needed to. Asking price is 2,450,000. Outpost Lane over here, 180 Outpost Lane. This is in on Floyd Hill. So even though it's considered evergreen, it is technically Clear Creek County, which gives you some better taxes. This one looks sweet. Let's jump on in. It is 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 6,453 square feet. So you're up Floyd Hill, not too far, but it means you're going to have amazing south facing views and easy access back out to I-70. Go hit those world renowned ski slopes, mountain resorts, or just go down the hill. Another one you could commute downtown regularly on this one. Looks great. Love those windows. These views. Hell yeah. Floyd Hills. Some people don't like it because you're kind of on an island over there by yourself. You got to come back down to I-70 to really get places. Double oven, giant island, amazing views. So the highway is going to be right down in there. You'll see the cars, but you're high enough that I highly doubt you're going to hear any traffic. I like the I like at night the stream of car lights going into the mountains. It's kind of like drawing you into the mountains, seeing everybody else going, oh, it's a fun soaking tub. I don't know why they have that. Must be a curtain because you're stealing the view there. Cool. It looks clean. It looks well maintained. It's got an elevator. Lovely outdoor sitting areas. That stairwell is sick. Four garages. Four garage car. Four garages. That looks like Central City Parkway right there. Lovely. They are asking 2,689,000, being brought to you by Caroline Wagner of Coldwell Banker. Asking price or open house today, 3 to 5, 2,689,000. Another property over in Genesee, but being listed by Jennifer Davenport. This is 1621 Bainberry Lane. Open house today, 1 to 3. Nice meadowy view out there. Oh, I love this. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 4,000. That's great. You get all the fox, all the deer, all the elk rolling through there. 4,283 square feet. Smaller lots over there, but easy access back out again to I-70. They are asking 2,700,000. Oh, it takes us to the top of the list. Big jump in price, but oh, baby, look at that exterior photo. I love that roof and deck. Hell yeah. This is 1460 Carlin Drive, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, 4,760 square feet of goodness. Like the kitchen. I like the stairwell. Love the lighting. Acreage. What do we have? And where are we at? 120-acre lot. Gadzooks. Okay, so we are back in Blackhawk area at the very end of the little neighborhood back in there. But you are right in between Blackhawk and Netherland there. So right in the middle. Awesome property. So once you hit 119, it's pretty easy cruising there. That's a well-maintained state route. Just past Dory and Missouri Lakes. Giant garage there. Looks like it's got a studio on top of the garage. Let's check it out. 120 acres. You could hunt, you could four-wheel, you could do everything on your property. You don't need to leave. Love that. Love that tongue and groove ceiling. Cool. I like the funky red. Oh yeah. That's awesome. I want my office up top there. Go up there, get to work, have your significant other pull away the staircase there. You're like, don't come back until I make a million. Nice Murphy bed tucked away in this room here. I don't even think you needed to have it as a Murphy bed. This looks like a steam shower. Super solid concrete. Wow. That is a well done garage. With the loft space up there, I don't know what you do. So it looks like it's broken up into, ooh, baby. Hell yeah. Love this. Love the metal roof. Solar on top of the garage there. This one is looking sick. This is being brought to you by none other than Josh Jackson of Live Sotheby's International Realty. They are asking 3,495,000, and that wraps up this week's mountain living in Colorado in the foothills here. So you guys come back to me every Saturday, 8 a.m. I will be here walking through every new home to hit the foothills market. Do me a favor on your way out, shut the door and give me a thumbs up and have an amazing weekend. I will see you from a remote location over in Twin Lakes next week. Enjoy your Memorial weekend, and I'll see you guys later.